Okay, literal equations, the assignment. So here we are with, it says solve for the indicated variable. So you can see I've already highlighted and took that time. If you want to, you can pause and do that yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on moving on here. So we can see that all three things are multiplied together. So I am going to divide by the I and the R. Nothing will cancel out on the left side. So I'm going to leave P over IR. Cancel out equals T. Done. Looking at number 3, we want x by itself. 5 is multiplied, and again we're going to do PEMDAS, but we're going to go backwards because we're solving. So right here we're going to look for add and subtract. This says minus 6, so we're going to add 6 to both sides. And I'm wanting to get this x by itself. It says 5 times x, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5 and, well, everything. And so 5 can't go into y, so we're just going to leave y over 5 plus 6 over 5 equals x. Miss Olson might allow y plus 6 over 5 like that. I just do this because I know it's coming next, and I'm sure she's the same. All right, here's a toughie. So right here we can see that we have x plus y. There's an assumed parentheses there. So again, that's the last thing in PEMDAS. So this is all divided by 3, so we've got to multiply by 3. And since those are both numbers, we can actually do that. X plus y equals 15. But I want x by itself. It says plus y, so I'm going to subtract y. And that 15 doesn't have a y, so my answer is 15 minus y. So really what we're doing is just moving things around. How can we move something? It's called manipulating the formulas. We're manipulating the formula to be solved for the variable of our choice. Okay, looking at number 7. We want y. And again, that's all letters, and we're okay with that because we can see that b is multiplied, and it says plus ax, so we're going to subtract ax to the other side. So we've got by equals c minus ax. But I want y by itself. It says b times y, so I'm going to divide everything by b. And so my answer is y equals c over b minus ax over b. And last one on the front here, we have volume equals length times width times height. That's a true equation, right? But we want just the length. So it might happen like they give us the volume and the width and the height, but we want to know what the length is, and so you could do this first. How do I get rid of it? They're all multiplied together, so I'm going to divide by w and h. Those cancel out, leaving me volume over width times height is how we find the length. Okay, I'm going to suggest you pause me right now and you try the left side of the back side. All right, so hopefully you tried all these, and let's see how you did. This is pi times r squared times h. It's all multiplied, so we're going to divide all of that. So v over pi r squared equals h. Done. We love it when they're just multiplied. Here's another one where we have some assumed parentheses. Right? And in PEMDAS, that's the last thing we would do, because technically there's these here, okay? So there's no add and subtract from that situation, but there is a divide by 2, so we're going to times by 2. So now we have 2a equals x plus y. We're trying to get y by itself. It says plus x, so we're going to subtract x. These are not like terms, so we just rewrite them as they fall. It's okay. We're just moving it around. So I'm going to actually pause and show you number 14 because this seems to be a real problem for students. First of all, it says 1 on your worksheet. Change that to an I. But we're trying to solve for the denominator. What do we do if we want the denominator? Well, this says e divided by I. So we would multiply both sides by I, giving me IR equals E. But I want I by itself. Well, that's easier now. I times R means we're going to divide by R. So I equals E over R. All right, back to what we were doing. Sorry. So right here we're going, that was a little bonus for you. So right here we have y times z divided by 6, so we would multiply by 6 on both sides. So 6x equals y times z. We want z by itself though. It says y times z, so we're going to divide both sides by y. And so 6x over y, nothing cancels, nothing simplifies, it's just what it is. Ooh, 17. We've got 3 things. Doesn't matter, it's all in parentheses, right? It's a trinomial. So it says divide by 3, we're going to times by 3. 3a equals a plus b plus c. I want that b by itself. So that says plus a, I'm going to subtract a. 3a minus little a equals b plus c. I want b by itself, so I'm going to subtract c. So my final answer would be, oh, there's not enough room. 3a minus little c equals little b. I guess I should say lowercase. All right, last one, number 19, we see divided by 4, so we're going to times by 4. So we've got 4x equals 2y minus z. My personal opinion is that you should add the z over, but golly, I don't know that that's going to make sense to everybody, so I'm just going to go with it. So right here, this is a positive 2y, we're going to subtract 2y. So I've got 4x minus 2y equals that negative z. So we don't want negative z, we want just z. So since that negative means, it technically means -1 times z, right? And so we're going to divide each thing by a -1. And so positive divided by -1, positive 4 divided by -1 is a -4x, and -2 divided by -1 is a positive 2y equals our positive z. Thank you.